First up in our cover roulette then tonight, Our Man in the Field. And one of the songs from the back catalogue called Thin. Right, let's see who we can team them up with and challenge to come up with a cover in just 7 days, and vice versa. Well, this person started off as a drummer for many years in punk rock bands, and as he got older, not having the ability to sing, his love for hip-hop and the birth of his daughter meant that he found his way into writing rap songs. And then, just kind of inspired by writing all of the backing to those, has just gone and put out a whole EP of instrumental tracks, but a whole back catalogue there of so much music which has just spawned so many different genres. This is Redlohiem, otherwise known to his friends and family as David. He's from Redditch. How you doing, David?
I'm very well, thank you. How you doing?
Yeah, life is treating me good. So how have you ended up writing instrumentals?
Oh, mate, I've literally... So basically, the short story is I work nights, and I have the opportunity to do a lot of my music while I'm on night shift. So in between putting together an album, I've been flirting with the idea of just doing some instrumentals. Yeah, just putting out as much music as I can possibly do in the time that I've got.
I want to read between the lines there. So you've got family. So
I do.
Instrumentals so that you don't wake them because you're working nights, or no one can actually hear that you're not actually working when you're working nights.
Maybe A, maybe B. No comment.
All right. And also you've been doing a lot of like rap and hip hop, haven't you?
I have indeed. Yeah, I've been a busy boy, like.
Yeah.
Just trying to, like, hip hop and rock have always influenced me since I was a young rebellious teenager. Nirvana and every sort of hip hop, Cypress Hill and everything, from a very young age. So I took up kind of drumming early on, and flirted with the idea of rap. I actually rapped in church once, believe it or not.
How did that go?
Back in like, well, I don't know. I didn't hear the whispers from the back.
Okay, yeah, that's interesting. Because actually, that was something which you ended up surprising your your wife with, wasn't it? And your daughter. Is that right?
Yes. So, like, if I could sing, I probably would have got a bit more involved on the rock aspect of singing. But like, I've loved hip hop always, and drums and hip hop, and is always been a forefront in how much that sort of music that I love. So. When I found out I was going to be a dad, I needed to kind of put my feelings down, made a track, and then I said to my wife, check this out. She was like, is that you? I was like, yeah. She's like, what? I was like, yeah. And then, and it wasn't supposed to really particularly go anywhere. I was just like, I want to do this because of feeling this way about being a dad. And then it's just spawned endless opportunities. So I've just kind of gone with it.
Well, this is an instrumental track that we got in the background. So, in your past, how many songs have you written? How many songs are there of yours out there?
I did like a 20-something mixtape, and then I wrote for other people, and then collaborated with other people. Maybe on the verge of 35-ish. So, and then an album that I'm putting together, which is another 18 tracks as well. So, I've been busy.
And when you've been writing for other people, doing what styles?
Same kind of like hip hop. So it'd be instrumentals or laying down different verses for different things. I've also done side things that you can't put out because they're like other people's tracks. So I've like remixed Ariana Grande and Olivia Rodriguez songs, but then just chucks my verse in, taken out a part of their verse, chucks my verse in, and just put it on YouTube just because. Opportunities to be creative.
All right, you're prolific.
That's it.
All right. Well, I can't wait to hear what you kind of come up with and what you managed to do to Alex's tracks with Our Man in the Field. So I'm going to say, David, meet Alex. Alex, meet David.
Alex, my man. Your music is beautiful, my friend.
Oh, thanks very much. I'm enjoying listening to this instrumental of yours.
Thank you very much. I mean, I'm very intrigued to see which kind of direction that we go with it. I've already got a few ideas, so I look forward to chopping them up with you in the weekend.
Yeah, I've got this. The song that was played, Thin, we actually have, and you're welcome to use them. We remade it with some different instruments, and we made it. We recorded the record live, so there was a lot of mic bleed.
Ooh,
we
nice.
re-recorded it with completely clean stems, and the idea is to have other people make their own versions of it.
I love that.
We haven't begun that we haven't sort of started that project yet, but you're more than welcome to have. I'll send you a link to the drive with those stems in it. You can use them or not use them, or use some of them.
I would love that. Yeah, that'd be amazing.
Okay, I love the fact that
it'd be great to see how somebody.
Well, you've already got some ideas, which is great. And
That's it.
as you say, you know,
have you ever heard of a rapper called Yellow Wolf?
I haven't, but I'll find out.
He is very, very kind of country folk inspired.
Cool.
And he very much dabbles in that. He raps, but he's also got an amazing voice. And I could hear kind of a fluctuation between us in that direction. So I'll just put that out there. And see. Well, let's just see what happens.
well, you're both hugely prolific, so you know there's an entire back catalogue for you just to kind of go snooping around in and go, actually, that's the song that I'm going to do. So, yeah, let's reconvene this time next week and see what happens. So, can't wait to hear the end result.
Yeah, most definitely. It's going to be amazing.
Looking forward to it.
All right, I'm going to play this track in full, actually. Take Me to the Moon. What does Redlohiem mean? Where did that come from?
Do you know, this is what I love. I love when people ask this. So, I'm from Redditch, so we've got the aspect of red. I'm also ginger, so I've got the red hair. And then there's the aspect. I was thinking as a creative person, because I make music in a lot of different aspects, but I'm also an artist, so I paint, tattoo, do graphic design and video editing. I was like, I need like a strong kind of a creator. And I was just Googling and searching it, and Elohim come up. And then I was just like, Redlohiem? Mate, there's no rapper called Redlohiem. I'm going to use that. And that's how that came about.
So it's Heem, not Heim. Okay.
Yeah. But, you know, it could be. I'm just going with that. Like people say it either way. As long
Open
as
to interpretation.
Yeah, mate, whatever you want.
All right. Well, let's reconvene next week. Thank you both. And here's the track in full. Good luck with the project.
Cheers.
So every week on the show, then, we musically challenge two musicians to do a cover of each other's songs, and we try and make them as different as we possibly can. Tonight we've set a very similar challenge to Cario from Upton upon Severn and Project Revise from Redditch, as you could hear. Two very different sounds. Last week we did something very similar. Here's a recap. first up was Our Man in the Field, with influences including Neil Young, Van Morrison, Creedence Clearwater Revival, Ryan Adams, and Tom Robinson, a huge fan of their music as well. Drummer Greg Bishop from Hereford. It's very much a folky kind of Americana country sound, and then completely different.
With an unbearable itch, the lack of my brain near my frontal lobe is starting to twitch. Then I hear the voices start.
This is Redlohiem.
Talking to others so rude.
It began as a drummer for many years in punk rock bands, and then ended up doing hip-hop music like this. And they both join me this evening. Evening, gents, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing, brother?
All good this end. So, how's the challenge been for both of you this week?
Do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
Yeah, you go.
It was really good, really good. I kind of constructed in one night the basic of what I wanted the song to be, and then kind of took the drums out, mixed the vocal pattern around, and then added kind of my vocals from a different song kind of to mash it up, and then added some extra drums. Kept the concept, but just had a nice little tweak. So,
Nice.
Okay.
yeah, it's been really good, really enjoyed it.
So you did that
track,
straight away, but what about you, Alex?
I first of all listened to the EP your most recent stuff, and thought, oh yeah, I could try, because there wasn't any lyrics in it, so it's tempting to go and write something.
Yeah.
And then I thought, God, that could take forever, or it could go terrible, and it wouldn't really be a cover. I would just be writing a song. So then I sort of listened to two of the raps, and I tried to pick ones that had what I thought had most of you in them, rather than some of the collaborations that you've done where I didn't want to sort of do cover of somebody else's stuff. I wanted to do a cover of your stuff. And then I won't lie, it was quite hard to edit, to stop myself from trying to write the whole thing into a song.
Yeah.
But then I decided it was better just to try and get the essence of what I think you were, the story you were trying to tell in the song, and just pick out. I think the classical term is making a caprice.
Yeah.
and it's a bit rough and ready, but I hope you get what I was trying to go for.
Okay.
I'm really looking forward to hearing it.
Well, Calling to God is the track which has been covered. And in fact, you said that some of your earliest... You actually rapped in church once, you were saying last week.
I did, yeah. I mean, I was really young. I must have been about 9 or 10.
Right.
So very early days, but yeah.
Okay. What is this song all about then? What inspired you to put pen to paper?
I kind of just... where a lot of people question just their surroundings and faith and religion and all aspects. Just kind of me laying down something, saying like all of these questions, and just as if to like a creator or everything, just saying what's going on sort of thing. So just quite personal, really. So.
Well, it's the track which has been covered by Our Man in the Field. Here's the nervous moment then when I get a chance to play it. Here we go, Calling to God.
I'm calling out to you. Can you hear me, God? I know we all do it. Why does it feel so hard? I need electric magnetic pulses through my brain. Mysteries, or am I deranged? Sin or insane? I know that my brain is not to blame. What was the question? Calling out to you, can you hear me go? I know we all do it. Why does it feel so hard? I need answers, I need truth. The only way I reach you is in the recording. I need answers, I need truth. The only way I reach you is in the recording.
What a voice. And before we get your reaction, this is the original.
My thought process with an unbearable itch. The lack of my brain near my frontal lobe is starting to twitch. Then I hear the voices
Redlohiem.
talking to others.
Your reaction.
I'm blown away, man. It's a beautiful rendition, honestly. Yeah. Thank you.
And Alex, how do you get that from that?
I was listening to all the bits that would change if I had like time to sort of comp it up properly and fiddle with it. But I just got the kind of I felt like there was some rhythmical parts that kind of, if you just listened to your voice,
Yeah.
and then got the intention of what you were trying to say and what the feeling in your voice, the most intense parts, and tried to take those out. And then I got the kind of the sort of slacker rock vibe of kind of like sort of 90s sort of American sort of bands, and thinking,
Yeah.
could I work that in? It's good. It's interesting because what it's about, it's just kind of been something that me and my partner Ellie have been talking about, because our son, who's 6,
Yeah.
is at a school that's supposed to be not religious.
Okay.
But we're in a village in the countryside, and the only people that they can get to play the piano, I guess, is people who come from church. So they get vicars in, and and we kind of like, we try to encourage them to get other faiths in, or if they're going to teach religion, teach more than just the Church of England. And not that we have anything against the Church of England. It just isn't. We're just sort of having that debate at the moment at home, and Lou comes home and he says, "This is what happened. Jesus did this," and we're like, "What about the dinosaurs, man?" And then he's like, "I love dinosaurs. What do you mean?"
Love it.
So it's cool. It was good timing to have a song like that to work with.
Well, I love the fact that, that has inspired something which sounds so utterly and completely different. So, shall we turn the tables?
Let's do it.
All right. Okay.
I could walk through fire, take a pack of liars
So this is the original.
to hold me down.
It's called Thin. I used to be bulletproof. What's this all about?
This is actually, this is just about getting older. And when my son was born, I realised that being a father and getting older isn't as easy as it seems when you're the younger person, sort of looking up and sort of being critical of your parents or whatever. And it's kind of about my dad and my son, and they never actually met, so it's kind of like their sort of connection, that I'm the connecting bit between them, and trying to sort of me changing and noticing things like that.
Okay, very deep. And Redlohiem, what made you choose this one to cover?
It's beautiful. It just stuck out to me. That's the one that stuck out to me. And I was past the stems, and then I hope I did you proud.
Oh, so you've got bits of the original. What have we got in there from the original recording?
Well, you're gonna have to have a listen, mate.
All right, let's do it.
No, I'm joking.
No, that's me told. Let me press play, and we'll review it after. Here we go.
On my own breath, these walls feel like a prison and my mind's a mess. Yes, I ain't the only one in this boat. My mind is full of holes, worried that I won't float. What are your worries? What's in your ear? As I watch your TV and I'm flooded with fear. Soaking it up and drink it all down. The toxicity of this world is turning me around. Spinning in the days and the haze is thick. Climbing my anxiety, it's making me sick. Eyes are bloodshot, I ain't feeling well. Feels like someone is watching me. What is this hell? The devil in me trying to break it all out. Metamorphosis of my physical, I can't even shout. Isolation, realization, a crisis, meditation. But I'm dumbfounded now, and it's the thoughts that I'm facing. Don't you wanna, don't you wanna, don't you wanna, don't you wanna find out? Don't you wanna, don't you wanna, don't you wanna, don't you wanna find out? Looking strange but familiar. It's 2 in the morning. Do I need to grab a beer? Intoxication can be worse than this. I'm not reliant on it. I just need to take a step back from my mindset and reality. Have I lost track how many times I've done this insanity? Cause I hate someone and it's me the unknowing. Past traumas come back to haunt me but they ain't glowing. Feels like a dream, a shadow of fear. Been here before, yet the feeling ain't clear. Wash away my doubt as the light arrives. For the beast calming, starting to subside. The day is my mentor after the night, speaking reassurance vibes and holding me tight. Whispers of future, not casting fear. It's not insomnia when I'm paid to be here. Used to be bulletproof. Nothing could ever get through. Crack or penetrate. I could walk through fire, take a pack of liars to hold me down. Don't you wanna, don't you wanna? Now my iron skin. Don't you wanna, don't you wanna, don't you wanna? My iron skin. Growing thin. Don't you wanna, don't you wanna, don't you wanna, don't you wanna find out? Don't you wanna, don't you wanna, don't you wanna, don't you wanna find out?
Love it, and love the breath at the end as well. Keeping very true to the original, and just a beautiful rendition by Redlohiem.
Thank you.
What do you think of that then, Alex?
That was great, mate. That was really good. I really liked that. I thought the rap really was nice and mellow, and it really went well with how you broken it up, but kept the vibe sort of. It almost brought it down made it even more chilled. It was really, yeah, great stuff, man.
Thank
I really
you.
liked it.
Thank you. Well, thank you for letting me kind of mix it up. It was.
Well, no, my publisher Steve will be pleased because we've had those stems. The idea was to try and find people who wanted to make something else with it. So
Yeah.
I'll play it to him. I'm sure he'll like it.
Ah, brilliant. That'd be amazing.
And I love the fact it's got, as you say, like a hip hop beat, and most of the time we're used to hip hop music being fairly jumped up. So that one just does chill you totally down.
Yeah, yeah. It has a kind of. You made it like Groove Armada kind of feel.
Yes, that's exactly where I was going with that, like At the River.
Well, I didn't want to take away the feel of the song, but I just wanted to add a little bit of my flavour to it. So it's
it's great. It's definitely doing that, mate. That's great.
Well,
Appreciate that.
Absolutely love what you've both done with one another's tracks, and yeah, well done. As you say, you both kind of walk away with something new and, you know, sparkly of your work. So yeah, thank you both for taking part.
It's been a pleasure.
Thank you very much, mate. Really appreciate it.
Pleasure. Cheers, both.